So, UFC 326 Holloway versus Olivera 2 just went down, and I, King here MMA, will be discussing each fight on the card that just happened. But before we start, the Instagram is live, so if you come from the YouTube to the Instagram, give a follow. If you come from the Instagram to the YouTube, give a subscribe. We got a new subscriber. We got a heap of views in the last odds and picks video. I appreciate you guys for coming on from the Instagram. And yeah, let's get this shit started. And we're going to start with the main event, bro. We're going to start with the main event. And anyone that wants to defend Charles, anyone that tries to defend this fight, you can't shit on Islam or Hamzat. As much as I don't like Hamzat, you can't defend this. Charles, don't get me wrong, in the first two rounds, the one little thing I will defend about Charles was he was going for the submission. He was going for the finish. But after around round two, after he realized he's not going to submit Max, he just laid on him. He legitimately just laid on Max. And you can't call him a BMF. He's literally... This was the most boring... This is a fucking boring fucking fight, bro. This was terrible. I don't know how... it was just a terrible fight. And it's not Charles's fault either. Max legitimately couldn't get up. And, I don't want to say Max got exposed, but when was the last time we seen Max versus a decent grappler? If Max versus Armin, I'm choosing Armin. If Max is versus BSD, I could honestly say I'm probably going to choose BSD with the grappling. Yeah, but besides that, we have to dissolve the BMF after this fight. It's just, there's no need for it. It was a gimmick belt to start with. And it's just ridiculous that the UFC gets to get away with fucking putting this on a numbered card. This would have been an okay co-main event. Legitimately, if this happened for 3 rounds, we would be like, oh my god, Charles just dominated Max. That was sick. Holloway just got exposed. We wouldn't be shitting on either of them just as much. Because, to be fair, Charles has done this before in his last Chandler fight. But this is a boring as fuck performance. There wasn't much being done. And even when they were on the feet, Max was getting outstruck and actually rocked a little bit. So yeah, I guess good win for Charles Olivera. And for Max, man, I'm not going to say you just got exposed, but your grappling needs to really get up to snuff. Getting dominated for 21 minutes does not get you your black belt, bro. I'm sorry that you just don't get a black belt because Max got his black belt after this fight, which is insane. For Charles Olivera, I'd like to see him fight. A lot of people are saying Armin. That fight was really close the first time. I'd like to see that. And for Max, man, I think he's going to fight BSD, and I'm worried for Max. So yeah, good win for Charles Olivera. I'll talk more about this event. Let me get rid of this tab. And for the next fight, we have Cal Bahalia versus Reina Dorita. This was just... I don't know how to explain it, bro, because Cal Bahalia literally had his hands down the whole fight. And, don't get me wrong, he had the better strikes. He was doing more damaging shots. That first round was definitely Cal Bahalia's. He was doing the most punishing shots. But 30-27 is pretty ridiculous. I reckon that second round was Reina Dorita, and I did think that third round was Cal Bahalia. But, bro, Bahalia is just a decision merchant. Every time we see him, I swear he's going to decision. There's not really much I want to say about this fight. It's not a championship. It's not real high up in the rankings. I'm not going to say these guys are fighting for a belt. Cal Bahalia, he tries to act like all the other fighting nerds, like a real funky style. You're a middleweight, bro. You can't be doing that. You're not MVP. I'd like to see Cal Bahalia probably fight what's his name? The winner of Joe Pyfer versus Israel Adesanya. I don't think he gets to go up in the rankings, even though Anthony Hernandez just lost. I think he'll fight someone probably around... I guess Cal Bahalia will be fighting up. So Anthony Hernandez, he's probably going to get. And for Reina Dorita, sorry, brother, we're going to feed you to Robocop. Legitimately, that's what's going to happen to Reina Dorita. I think he fights Robocop, and yeah, we can really get his chin tested. This is a pretty average fight though. It wasn't anything special. Real goofy. Um, yeah, Rainer Dorita got some takedowns. Good win for Bahalio, but bro, I thought the main event was the worst fight on this card, but you seen nothing yet. How the hell? I'm sorry, bro, but how the hell do we not execute Raw Roses Jr.? He is literally a terrorist of the sport. This kid had 14 minutes control time. He had 14 minutes of control time, and he couldn't get a finish. He literally just laid on Rob Font. Chiweewee's literally just laid on Rob Font. And to be fair, Rob Font, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you going for an omoplata the whole time? It's like that omoplata didn't work the first time. It's not going to work. Why are you pushing on the head and trying to get up? And what was the style he was going with? His legs were forward, but he was crouching. That's feeding that fucking single leg. There's no knee that he can push. It was such fucking stupid, like... Oh my god, it was just stupid fight IQ for Rob Font, bro. And, bro, Raw Roses Jr. is legitimately a terrorist of the bantamweight division. Sorry, kid, we're gonna give you Frank Ocean's boyfriend, Peyton Talbot. Bro, I really hope Peyton Talbot fucking, like, chins Raw Roses Jr. Dead set. Like, this fight pissed me off more than any other fight on the card. And Rob Font, he wasn't much better. Ethan Ewing, it's time to fucking take him out. But apparently Ethan Ewing's got a fight booked, so I'm not even going to say a good win for Raw Roses Jr. He didn't even go for he didn't go for anything. It was terrible. Anyway, on to the next fight. Well. This pisses me off because we all know Michael Johnson's good. He was literally outpacing Drew Dober in that first round, getting some nice shots off, like cracking him a little. But then, you know what happens after Drew Dober gets pieced up by a black dude? We all know that the allegations, he's not beating the allegations. He literally slimed out Michael Johnson badly, which is sad because I actually really like Michael Johnson. But this is a good fight, man. This is a great fight. Michael Johnson was going with speed. He was making some really good, like, getting some really good shots all the way up till he got knocked out. Drew Dober just didn't respect the power at all. Threw that overhand right. And fucking literally just mogging Michael Johnson. But yeah, you know, like, not a bad, like, one of the best fights on the card. For Drew Dober, I have the perfect matchup for him. Let's put him against the minority killer, Quaylen Southkilt. Bro, I am just fucking genius with these matchups, bro. Imagine Drew Dober versus Quaylen Southkilt. And for Michael Johnson, how do we not put him against King Green? They literally both have been slimed out by Drew Dober. I think that's the perfect matchmaking. Let's do that for the next fight. By the way, it's not the worst loss for Michael Johnson. It's literally black magic Drew Dober's using. So yeah, on to the next fight. We have G-Rod knocking out Bruno Ferreira in... Ooh. Let's get back to that. Holy shit, I went down the bottom. Gregory Rodriguez only... Bro, 2 strikes. He only needed 2 strikes to get rid of Bruno Ferreira. And these guys are one apiece for a knockout, man. So we all knew G-Rod was going to knock out Bruno Ferreira. When people are arguably saying Marvin Vettori won your last fight, bro, you ain't being G-Rod. Good win for G-Rod. I'd really love to see him go into the top 10 of middleweight again. I think he should fight RDR. That would be a good fight. And for Bruno Ferreira, man, you know, like, it's kind of in that, like, first exchange. So I can't really judge much off that. I think we give him Ikram Al-Skirov. He's not matched up with anybody in the middleweight division. So, yeah, really good win for G-Rod, Robocop. He's probably one of my favourite middleweights at the moment. And for Bruno Ferreira, you know, we'll see him back again. He'll probably fight someone in the fringe of top 20 anyway. So, good win for Rodriguez. And you know what sucks? There's only one more good fight on this card, on the prelims. Anyway, excuse me. Oh, God. Anyway, bro, what was this fight? Like, let's look at the numbers. 28-70. Now, if you didn't watch this fight, you looked at the numbers and you thought, okay, Zhao Long won. Cody Garbrandt won a 28-29 decision. Oh, sorry, 28-27 decision. So this fight basically was Cody Garbrandt somehow gaining a chin, which we all know Garbrandt is chinny as hell, but he's gotten significantly slower. He's given up, he's gained a chin, but he's given up his speed. And basically, he got nutshotted real bad twice. This should have been just a disqualification, straight out. So Zhao Long basically has 2 points taken off him. But even then, I still think Zhao Long won, all 3 rounds. Cody Garbrandt's washed, bro. He got a free win from this tonight. Cody Garbrandt tried to act tough in the 3rd round after he got nutshotted, tried to aura farm, be literally clinched up with him straight away. So, not really a good win for Cody Garbrandt. I'd love to see him fight Bryce Mitchell. That'd be a funny press conference. And for Zhao Long, he deserves this as well. Cody Garbrandt, these guys both deserve to lose. Zhao Long literally, Cody Garbrandt did have some nice moments in the 1st round. Actually dropped Zhao Long with an elbow. But then he just, tried to act like nothing happened. He was just trying to emote on Cody Garbrandt. So, yeah, real weird fight. I still think Cody lost, but whatever. Doesn't matter. And, yeah, don't really want to talk about this fight much longer. And Dante Johnson, this is prime Anthony Smith. This was giving me flashbacks of Anthony Smith, prime Anthony Smith. Cody Brundage goes out there and legitimately has an actual pretty good 1st round, takes him down, puts some shots off on the ground, wins that 1st round so easily. And Dante Johnson, I thought he was super good, but he's got one of the worst stances I've ever seen from him. His chin's straight up in the air and trying to act like a Muay Thai striker, but the dude's 5'8", so it just doesn't work. Cody Brundage, tries to take him down again, gets reversed, and basically Anthony Smith maxes the whole 2nd and basically 3rd round. And that 3rd round was super close. They started going to war with each other. And Cody Brundage has a close fight with Dante Johnson. Cody Brundage should be getting cut after this fight. I'd be surprised. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Dawkins pulls out. Yeah, let's give Bo Nickel that rematch with Cody Brundage. I'll be talking about the White House card in another video. I will discuss it. But I can't say a good win for Dante Johnson. You literally took a guy that was 1 month removed from getting TKO'd. So, yeah, I guess a good win for Dante Johnson, but honestly, I'm probably going to choose against him in most of his future fights. And Cody Brundage, see you in PFL, buddy. For the next fight, this is one of the only fights I was actually, I actually got hyped for in the card. So, Alberto Montez, literally Ilia Topuria clone. Featherweight Ilia Topuria, if Topuria could make featherweight. Ricky Turcios comes out, starts going, ha, ha, like a fucking feral dog. And as soon as Alberto Montez, lands on him, he's like, oh, shit. He kind of starts shitting his pants a little bit. Excuse me. And basically just pieces the fuck up out of Ricky Turcios. And, has a pretty, Ricky Turcios has a pretty rough 1st round. And then the 2nd round, Alberto Montez has got the tightest and best anaconda in MMA ever. Because Ricky Turcios goes for a takedown. Alberto Montez sprawls, gets the anaconda, literally 3 seconds as he puts it on, he puts Ricky Turcios to sleep. He puts an anaconda in 3 seconds. Ricky Turcios was dead set, slept. So Alberto Montez, I'm super excited for him. He had some personal stuff going on in his life. Good win for him. Ricky Turcios, I think they'll give him one more chance. It'll be real weird. But yeah, I think Alberto Montez, he's a really good prospect in the featherweight division. I'm pretty excited for him. So yeah, good win. And Cody Durden. Cody Durden just proves once again why I think he sucks, bro. He goes out there, tries and wrestles Motherfker, but Motherfker just he literally fucking out-wrestled Cody Durden, which is actually pretty impressive. To give credit to Cody Durden, He is a half decent grappler, but Motherfker just controlled him on the ground, had total domination. And a lot of people call it boring, but it's kind of hard when like someone is actually like controlling you. But it was a pretty lackluster fight. Good win for Motherfker, and Cody Durden's got to be cut. Cody Durden sucks. This is my saying on the channel. Cody Durden sucks. We got a skinny caveman to slime him out. Well, get rid of him. Good win for Motherfker. Now, Sumadaji, man. A lot of people have been shitting on him lately. He pieced the fuck up out of Jesus Aguilar. These strikes are wrong, I think. Anyway, pieced up Jesus Aguilar for 3 rounds. Jesus Aguilar was just trying to throw overhand rights and lefts. But it was a good win for Sumadaji, man. I actually thought it was an impressive fight. Impressive win. I nearly had him a few times. And I think I'd like to see Sumadaji... Oh, fucking, we're on Jesus Aguilar. I think I'd like to see Sumadaji fight a top 20... fringe of top 20. He's been in the UFC for a while. I think we got to get him. I think we reward him. He's on a 3-fight win streak. And yeah, that's all I got to say about this fight. And, finally we're going to basically to the start of the card again. This is probably the lowest level fight I've seen in a long time, bro. Rafael Tobias literally does not know how to strike. It was like amateur striking versus amateur grappling. So basically, Nurgajai being, apparently a kickboxing champ in Kazakhstan, basically pieces the fuck up out of Rafael Tobias. Rafael Tobias takes him down in the end of the first round, realizes, maybe I can get a takedown on him. In the second round, gets him down for most of the round, gets him, and then Nurgajai somehow reverses position and just pieces the fuck out of Rafael Tobias for the rest of the fight. And Rafael Tobias legitimately, in the last 10 seconds, goes for that fucking weird stretch move, basically a banana split, and nearly finishes Nurgajai with 5 seconds left to go, which is retarded. This was such low level. Tobias is obviously just a guy who has a decent amount of power, but Nurgajai actually had decent kickboxing skills. So yeah, this fucking sucked to watch. This was there's slanging and banging, and then there's just actual amateur MMA, and this is what it felt like watching these two. So I'd say a good win for Nurgajai, but if he gets even a hint of a grappler, he's fucking screwed, bro. So I'd say good win for Nurgajai. And finally, how I knew the rest of the card was going to be when Rodolfo Gelato literally slimes out Luke Fernandez. Luke Fernandez, I know you're hearing that train in the background, but Luke Fernandez is piecing up Rodolfo Gelato. Literally piecing him up. And then Rodolfo Gelato, 1-2, straight down the middle, just slimes him out. And Fernandez does an Anthony Smith impression and literally covers up straight away. I can't be too pissed. It was a knockout, so good win for Bilardo. Proves he's actually UFC level for light heavyweight. I think I'd like to see him fight maybe Ibo Baraniski. That could be a good fight. But yeah, man, this card sucked. This whole card was very lackluster. Barely any ranked fighters. I got fuck all picks wrong. I didn't get barely anything right. I didn't think I went negative. So if we count the picks right now. So I did that one. No, that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8? So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Wait, did I get one? How many fights are on this card? I'm just trying to count them right now. It's real retarded. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy shit! I got 5 for 7. I got 7 for 5. 7. I got 7 right, but 5 wrong. That's my worst one for a while. Like legitimately, I haven't done worse than that, which is insane. Like a lot of these were like, yeah, hitter quitters. But yeah, man. Listen, I'll talk about the main event for a little bit. Just Max Holloway and Charles, man. I'll just go on the thing because, yeah, Max Holloway and Charles, man. Like the bit, I'm just gonna talk about the BMF in general. It has to be dissolved. Like this, it's just an excuse for the UFC to put a numbered event and like not have a championship, and it's fucking ridiculous. We can't call Charles a BMF. It wasn't a baddest motherfucker thing. It was a boring motherfucker. Um, I'm still excited for both their next fights, but I'm worried for Max going forward. The fact that he's gonna like struggle with the grappling, like everyone knows he's gonna be struggling with the grappling. And they did announce the White House card on this, like on the after the Michael Johnson fight, as I see Michael Johnson getting slimed out. Very interesting announcements, like Pereira versus Garn and Ilya versus fucking Gaethje. I will be talking about the White House event in another video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. I didn't do great on this card. And I'll match these guys up probably tomorrow. But yeah, if you thanks for watching the video. I'll see you all later. Bye.